When the dead are denied their voice, the earth will echo their cry. In the village of Oru-Ime, nestled between the sacred river Oru-Ime and the hills of forgotten names, we do not say the dead are silent. Here, the dead still sing. Our people believed sound was sacred. That every soul entered the world with a song only the ancestors could recognize. When a person died peacefully, their song would rise with the wind, carried to the stars, joining the great chorus beyond the clouds. But when a soul died violently, unjustly, or forgotten, their song remained. Trapped. Echoing. Haunting the soil. We were taught never to whistle at night. Never to sing while walking past graves. Never to listen too long to the wind, because you might hear a voice that wasn't yours to remember. My name is Ada, daughter of Oru-Ime the dreamer, and I have heard that song since I was a child. The first voice came the night my grandmother passed. Her body was still warm, wrapped in white linen. My mother was weeping by the fire. But I heard singing outside our hut. A low lullaby. The same one my grandmother used to hum to me when I had fevers. NWAM, Sokwa, the spirits walk near, sleep, my child. I stepped out barefoot. The mango tree at the back of our compound swayed gently, but there was no wind. Just her voice. Clear. Soft. Floating in the night air like incense. I called out, Mama. Silence. Just for a moment. Then the wind replied with a note I could not explain. A sound too full of sorrow to belong to the living. The next morning, I told my mother. She slapped me hard across the face. Her eyes red, her voice shaking. Don't ever speak of that again. Do you want to draw her spirit back? From that day, I kept the voices to myself. But they never stopped coming. When Uncle Ik died, the entire compound heard a scream at midnight, long after he'd been buried. They said it was the wind. But I knew better. When a girl drowned in Oru-Ime, I heard her giggling by the riverbank the night after, giggling and humming a song no one alive had taught her. And when the priestess who cursed my father died without confessing, a drumbeat began echoing through our thatch roof each new moon, rhythmic, relentless, hollow. But the night my brother, Obinna, died, the song changed. He had gone to the city to study medicine. He had promised to return and build a clinic, so no mother would have to choose between witchcraft and bleeding. He never came back. They brought his body wrapped in plastic. Bruises. No explanation. Just whispers that he saw something he wasn't supposed to. That he refused to take a bribe. They buried him near the edge of the village, away from the others, to keep peace. But that night, the sky cracked open. The moon vanished. Dogs wailed. Children hid. And from the far end of the village came a song, deep, trembling, layered with pain. Not just one voice, many. Voices blending like water and fire. Voices rising with rage and grief. Voices begging to be heard. It was the most beautiful, terrifying sound I had ever known. And I knew Obinna had joined them. The elders held an emergency gathering. Even the most powerful among them looked afraid. The oldest among them, Elder Chokuma, with one milky eye and a limp, stood and said, "The dead have begun to sing together. This is no longer mourning. This is a warning." In secret, I went to Obinna's grave with his old flute. I sat there for hours. Until the wind returned. I lifted the flute and played a simple melody, one he used to teach me as children. And the wind answered. A voice whispered through the leaves. My grandmother's. Then my uncle's. Then the girl from the river. And Obinna's, strong, tired, defiant. I didn't hear words. I heard truth. What they couldn't say in life. What they weren't allowed to say in death. Obinna's voice showed me flashes. Corrupt men who ordered his silence. A hospital that refused to treat the poor. A shrine desecrated by greed. And I realized, the song the dead still sing is not for vengeance. It is for justice. For remembrance. For healing. Since that night, I have never been the same. They say when I walk, the earth hums. That when I speak, the winds hush. Children follow me, crying without knowing why. Old women fall to their knees when I play the flute. They call me Nonyokwi, the woman of the song. And now, every year, on the night Obinna died, the whole village gathers under the mango tree. We sing. We sing the songs of the lost, the buried, the denied. We speak their names. We tell their truths. And slowly, their voices quiet, not from anger, but from peace. Because songs don't die. They wait. They remember. They rise through the bones of the forgotten. And when the living dare to listen, the dead will sing no more. Because they have finally been heard.